What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. And I want to kind of talk about this DLC 3 thing, guys. I was looking over this article. This is the article that came out whenever the first DLC released. I know you're going to say, DM, we don't even have DLC 2. Why do you want to talk about DLC 3? Well, because we've been talking about it anyway. And I went back through to read this article, reread it, to see if there was any hint as to DLC 2, you know, just something that I may have missed or something like that, guys. And by the way, I'm going to put a link to this article in the description box below so y'all can check it out for yourselves. But this is the interview that they had with the lead producer of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And this is what was very interesting to me. Now, before I do that, I do need to go here and pull up an image that we had yesterday, because it's going to be imperative to this video. Let's just bring up that one here. Let's look at open image in new tab. Bam, bam. Okay, so this is interesting because here we see that it says DLC. It says a new story arc. Okay, we go over here to the information here. Okay, this is the paragraph that I want to highlight. This upcoming DLC is the first boss battle episode that Season Pass owners can access. The Season Pass includes 2 boss battle episodes and 1 additional scenario. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. In terms of content volume, each boss battle episode is on par with a few sub-stories combined. This is the nightcap, I guess. The additional scenario will be on par with 1 story saga, such as the Saiyan or Frieza, or he could have said Cell, he could have said Boo. Here's my thing, guys. If it's an arc, why not just call it a story arc? He's calling it a scenario. Scenario, however you want to pronounce it. And he says it'll be on par with a story saga, meaning it's not a saga, it's something different. Am I the only one that's seeing that? Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Think about this. Okay, let's use for context. Let's just say it was the Goku Black arc. Okay, all he would have to say is additional arc, the additional arc. This wouldn't even have been necessary. It would have just been right here. 2 boss battle episodes and 1 additional story arc, or 1 additional arc. But he didn't say that because it's not an arc, or possibly not an arc. That's also why he had to explain, because people are going to be like, 1 additional scenario. What's a scenario? A scenario is basically about the length of a story arc, but it's not an arc. Are you getting what I'm saying? So now you say, damn, well, why here? Why did they say a new story arc? I don't know, because that tells you about how long it's going to be. Now, does it mean that it won't be an arc? It could be. It could very well be, guys. It could end up being, you know, a Goku Black or something like that. But based off of what he's saying here, I'm not getting the impression that it's an actual arc, a continuation of the series. I'm getting the feel that this is something different. Now, what that something different is, who knows? We had the leaks earlier in the year about the future hope, a hope for the future. When, you know, the leaks talking about DLC 3 was about Trunks, okay? And a lot of people speculated that it was going to be the history of Trunks. Myself, I was really hoping more for Goku Black. But based off of this, it could very well be possible. And hey, it could be actually the history of Trunks. That would qualify it to fit a scenario, because the history of Trunks is not an arc. Okay. The history of Trunks would be, it could be the length of an arc, but it's not an arc. Therefore, you get what I'm saying, guys? I mean, yeah, here they call it a new story arc, but here the lead producer is calling it a scenario. And then he even explains it. The additional scenario will be on par with the story arc. That means that they're 2 different things, but as far as length, picture it being as long as an arc. See, now the question comes, if it's the history of Trunks, then how can that be on par with the story arc? Guys, the way that the DLCs are set up, each one of these are 3 different tabs in the additional content section. meaning they take you to different places. It's very well possible that this could be just the complete future timeline. And it takes us to the future where we're Trunks and we basically fly around. We'll have new subquests and all kinds of different things. That's a very real possibility. But it's also possible that maybe we explore Banyu. Maybe we explore Android 21. Maybe Toa and Mira comes back. I don't know. However, the thing that throws me for a loop is this, I feel, is more preparation for this. Okay, DLC episode 1 and 2, you're gaining the Super Saiyan Blue powers. Why would you gain that just for the third DLC to go and fight in Trunks' timeline? Or, guys, think about this as well, because they call these were originally called 2 original episodes. Now they changed them to 2 boss battle episodes. Okay, Trunks is in the Super Saiyan God ritual, which is not necessary because they have Videl's character model in the game. Why not just do it that way? So they kind of changed some stuff up about this. What if, this is a possibility, just a speculation, what if they did a kind of combination type thing where they did future Trunks, but they also let it lead, where they basically do the history of Trunks to give you a background of where Trunks came from, but then they lead it into the Goku Black arc. That would qualify that to be 8 to 12 hours long, which what we've heard is rumored to be how long this is. Because the history of Trunks is not 8 to 12 hours worth of story. It's not. That's how long the Frieza saga is. That's how long the Saiyan saga is. 8 to 12 hours, something to that effect. Okay? But if you combine the two, then it makes it possible, guys, because people are going to look at this. If they're playing this game, they're wondering, why is Trunks there? And they see Trunks in the game, but the game doesn't give you a backdrop on who Trunks is. Trunks is also an unlockable character at the end of the game if you go to the time machine. So for those people who may not be familiar with Trunks, they are going to be wondering, who is this guy Trunks? Perfect opportunity for them to cover who he is and his history, his timeline. Also, that would lead us into this right here and would also makes sense for us to have Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan God and then Super Saiyan Blue introducing Beerus and Whis, bam, into the new timeline. Just like the Saiyan saga gave a backdrop of when Goku and them was younger, when Gohan was a kid and stuff like that, they could easily do that too with a history of Trunks kind of thing. Give you a prologue of sorts with the history of Trunks and how he came to be, and then lead into Goku Black. I don't know. I'm just speculating. All I do know is that the lead producer himself says one additional scenario, and then goes on to explain the scenario in a way that literally tells you that it's not the same as an arc. It's a scenario. Very, very interesting. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below, guys. Please hit that subscribe button. Help me to reach 15,000 subscribers, guys. Also, guys, V-Jump should be coming out today or tomorrow, or maybe no later than the next day, or no later than Wednesday. I did a video about 2 weeks ago about the month of August. I know some people were asking me about, have I seen President Rose's video about the V-Jump and this and that, guys. V-Jump comes out every month, and I don't want to sound rude when I was saying that, but the V-Jump comes out every single month. We already know that. And what I was trying to tell you guys is that I did this video back 2 weeks ago about the month of August, where I was literally telling y'all that this would be a month to get some Kakarot information. And then yesterday's video about September, that's my prediction for the DLC 2 to drop. It's very well possible that the free update drops this month. That's a possibility. I don't know, that's speculation, but I believe for sure that I believe, not speculation, I'm just strong in that speculation, that DLC 2 will drop sometime in September, that we'll begin to hear about it this month and it'll drop next month. I'd be real surprised if we hear about it this month and it drops before the end of the month. That would be great, guys. But I also know how their marketing works, where we'll hear about it in the V-Jump, then they'll release the HD. Mind you, guys, for the card game, they haven't even released the HD images for that yet. You see what I'm saying? So we have to keep that kind of stuff in mind. Once we start seeing that stuff on their timeline, then it's time to go. I don't see them just posting it on their timeline and saying, hey, card battle, new updates coming this day. And they could, because they are behind on information, but I don't see that happening. So like I said, go check that video out from 2 weeks ago, guys. 2 weeks ago. I don't even know, 2 weeks ago, was we even in the month of August? May have been the beginning of August or something like that. But I speculated about this month, and it looks like all of that stuff is happening. And then also my speculation from yesterday that the DLC 2 would drop in September. So check all of that out, guys. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.